Right. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hi, Navy Mama. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, Kennedy. Hi, Heron. Heron. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. We are going to give it like one more minute, and then I'll start pulling things out and getting started. Okay. I can't stand the complete silence, so I have to turn at least some instrumentals on. Okay, let's see what we can get started with. Oh wow, so many pre-bids. I appreciate everybody so much. That's amazing. Okay, let me make sure everything is within easy reach. Yeah, I have everything right here, I think. I might have to dig for one of these pre-bids, but I'm pretty sure I know where it is. Okay, let's just go from the top down. Y'all are so great. I appreciate you. Let's do this little cutie, pink and blue dog planter. Right. There's another pre-bid item right there, so I grabbed that too. Okay, so look at this cutie. I'm gonna wipe that little schmutz off. It's just like, I don't even know, just dirty water, I think. It is clean inside. And this will be gone too once I send it. Looks like Janae Koski is in at 5. Pre-bid, I appreciate you so much. Mostly for the pre-bids, I appreciate like the direction to start everything off. There's no markings. But again, it'll be nice and clean and pretty when you get it. Set that right there for you. And real quick, let's measure. It is 5 inches by 3. And let's just go ahead and run it. Miss Janae is in. This little dog planter, cute for a nursery or like a windowsill with some other like figurines. Think you'd blend in very well. All right, that is yours. Congratulations. How fun. Thank you, thank you. Right. Next, since I have it just right here, let's do this beautiful Senkyo Chokin is like the style. I think Senkyo is like the location. If my memory serves me correctly with my research, is Japan. There's its original sticker on the back, and it does work. How beautiful. Oh, hi everybody. Oh, thank you, Miss Jeannie. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. I hope you're oh, excuse me. Your show was amazing. Got me all choked up, Miss Jeannie Bird. Excuse me. I am so sorry. I'm sure that was really loud. My throat's been dry. Oh. Excuse me. All right. Y'all took the breath right out of me. Okay. All right. So we'll pull up one of the dollar pre-bids next for the raid. Thank you so very much. You have a wonderful day. Excuse me. Oh, kind of embarrassing. All right. Let's just go ahead and run it. It is 4.5 by 4.5. Miss Janae is in at 5. Again, it's so pretty. Beautiful on a vignette. All right, there you go, ma'am. That is yours. Congratulations. I have my coffee right next to me now. Thank you, Crazy Cash. Oh, if y'all could see my face, it's probably beet red. Oh, y'all came in so fast, I wasn't able to see or greet anybody specifically. But welcome everybody. I'm Mariah with Morai Finds. I'm here in North Texas, and I'm pretty much going to be starting shows Mondays and Fridays, maybe a Wednesday or Tuesday in there mixed in. But yeah, we're going to run. We have some sprinkled in dollar starts. We have $5 starts, $12 starts, and $20 starts today. And then some fun little extra sterling jewelry. I believe I have those starts at 30. I need to look at that, but let's get to our next pre-bid. We'll do $1 one. Let's do this one for the raid. This one is actually one I've had for a little bit, but I like the dark with the pinks and the green. It is iridescent, 7.5 inches tall. This little opening is 2 inches. Hi, Val. Welcome in. Good morning. There's the bottom. And for the raid, we'll go ahead and run it. Janae is in as well for this one. And grab some water. Sorry, y'all. All right. Perfect. Janae, that one is yours as well. Okay. Let's pull this little guy to the stage. Miss Janae is in for this one as well. I love it. This is cute. A little mini pitcher. It is 2.5 inches tall. I loved like the spiral roped handle. Hi Star, welcome in. Excuse me. I do apologize. My throat's all dry. All right. There is the sticker. Hi. How are you today, Star? And have I asked you before if you actually have a Camaro? I think I have, now that I think about it. I'm not sure what this says, but I think I like that even more. Beautiful little picture. Means I just get to learn about a new place. Again, 2.5 inches tall. Oh, yeah. What color is your Camaro? No, I think I already told you. My husband had a red one. But we did have to trade it in for my car now for when we had our kiddo 2.5 years ago. Ooh, green. That's a nice one. All right, there you go. It's coming to you, Miss Janae. All right, let's see what is next. Ooh, what does that mean? Anniversary edition. That sounds awesome. It was a little nice piece. I loved that little, like the rope handle. Let's get that blue vase out. This one is like a basic but a goodie, if that makes sense, because it's just the white trim with like the Tiffany blue. Just that really stark, bright, light blue. There's the pontil on the bottom. Oh, okay. That's fun. Yeah, when he got that car, it is a very pretty color. I'm trying to make sure like you get the, yeah, what you see on here is like what it is in real life. Is 5 inches by 4 inches. It would be a stunner in the window. You see the sunlight coming through it a little bit with that natural like crease in the glass. That is not a crack. It's just part of the glass. Oh, hi Kiko. Welcome in. Good morning. Who else did I miss? Ronnie? Ronnie A? All right. So let's run this one. It's just a $5 start. It's got the pontil on the bottom. It's got the white trim right here. Just makes it that much more elegant, I feel like. All right. Congratulations again. You are on a roll. All right. Let me see what's next. Let's do this lucite butterfly spoon rest. Actually, let me go get my black light so you can see how stunning it glows. You'll grab that. It was on my keychain, which would be helpful later for when we do jewelry to be able to see with my loop. That's also on my keychain. You can see it glow. Kind of that green. There we go. You can see it quite well up here. There's that. It is 6 1/4 inches long. At its widest, it's 3 1/2. Keep up on my fluids today. And then you'll see on the back, it is by Gamut Designs, and it is made in USA. All right, let's go ahead and run it. It is running. Miss Janae is in again. I love it so much. Thank you, ma'am. All right, that is yours. All right. What is everybody up to this morning? Hi, Arthacker. Welcome in. Miss Regina. Cole McCormick. Good morning, good morning. It's good morning for me here in North Texas. Is it afternoon for anybody yet? Let's run these little cuties. These set of 3 Russian wooden dolls. I believe only one of them has just a little call out. I have some little spots of the paint that just has chipped off on the very bottom, just the red part. But her cute little face and her headband and the rest of the flowers are in great condition on this little one. And then I believe he's all good. This cute little decoration on his hat. And her dress is just so fun. Little V-neck rufflage right there with her hat. All right. Let's get these running. Oop. Let's see how tall they are real quick. They are all just about 3 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4 inches tall, and those are running. Janae's in at 7. Let me get some more coffee. Hi, Heron. Welcome back, welcome back. All right, ma'am. Those are coming to you. Thank you again. Okay. Let's do this little teacup. Actually, let's save that one. Let's do these butterflies. All right, here are the butterflies. Here we go. This whole frame is 5 3/4 by 4 3/4. Just look at these butterflies. And that one's my favorite. With like the eyes. Oh, 89. I remember looking up this butterfly, and the name has to do with like the 8 and the 9 that looks like on the wings. I thought that was so cool. Or 87? No, that looks like 89. Is it 87 or 89? Pretty sure. Well, this way it looks like 98, but look how pretty it is on the back. It's got like the iridescent wings on the back. Just staring at you. All right. Let's get that running. Then this one, hi sunny days. That little piece on the wing. But the 89 is definitely my favorite part of it. Thank you, ma'am. You are racking it up. I love it. Let's see, what is next? This amazing planter. I think it's right down here. Give me just 1 second. Well, where did I put it? There it is. Okay. Sorry about that delay. Give me just 1 moment. One of the chains came loose. Let me slip it back in there. Before I send it, I'll make sure I use pliers to close this loop so it doesn't come back out. All right, Andy. Make sure I get it on the right loop. Just getting it presentable, y'all. 1 second. And I will make sure to close this loop so it doesn't come off again before I send it, okay? There we go. Okay, it's coming, it's coming. Okay. Okay. Here's the weight is paid off. Look how cool this is. Look at this. And then I'll show you the markings. It does need some cleaning up, which I can do if you prefer, Andy, before I send it. Or I can send it as is, you know, whatever you prefer. There are some crazing inside here. It looks like it was painted at some point with some red. Look at this cool dragon. There's some of the painting still left on it. And this I added. The twine is not original. And then, let me turn it this way. Here is that Belvedere marking. You see it? Kinda. And then Belvedere Ceramics. That's what this part says. And it's also on the bottom. But it's P. Weber, MFG. I could not find another piece like this, but it just looks good, like vintage quality, if you know what I mean. Hi, Jules. Welcome in. Cynthia Lee, Lee's Vintage, Haley, all those people I missed. I'm so sorry. But this is 7 inches wide, and the bottom part is 5.5. And let's go ahead and run it. This amazing hanging planter. That dragon, kind of the Chinese motif. Oh, a bird feeder. That would be awesome. Yeah, I would probably little birds. Or like do some oh, that is yours. Thank you, thank you. You could do some like liquid for like the hummingbirds since they're kind of smaller. Very careful. Okay. What is next? Oh, let's do the cigar box purse. It's one of my favoriteest finds. I will show you. Oh, good. I put it as is. It is kind of a confusing piece because it has like its original tag, but it does have some wear on it. Right here at the creases. And then just missing just a little like jewelry screw back here, but it's like, here's the front. Look how fabulous she is. She's so fabulous. These are sequins. I'll show them to you in just a second. 7 1/4 by 5.5 by 3. And look at her up close. Isn't how fabulous is that? With her, I'm assuming cat. Oh, I'm so sorry. Because of the long tail. You can see cigar on the back. And then look how cool this side. Romeo Roma, imported. And then let's show you the inside. Oh my gosh, this is just so fabulous. It's got a little pocket. I guess I'd do this way. And look, it's so great. It would be a very cute makeup box, like just your necessities as you're walking around. And that is running. This cigar box purse. Excellent. That is yours, Miss Janae, as well. Finding all the cool finds. All right, let's do this Carolyn Pollock necklace with the leather cord. There is the roped part, and then the American West, which is like one of her styles, tag right there. It is marked 925. Let me see what the other markings are. Oh, it's just the copyright circle with that. And then the clasp is also marked 925. And I did test it. Both pieces are sterling, the clasp and this extra piece, as well as this piece. All sterling. Get that out right there. And it's on its shortest length. And it's 8 inches with the shortest. But the extension itself is 3 inches. So you can extend it to 11 inches long. And there's that one. It is running. Miss Regina is in. All right. Thank you, Miss Regina. That is yours. Let me go ahead and get a bag for that. Let me grab one. Okay. Let me grab that little teacup. I think it's just down here. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. It was hiding. Okay. Now this teacup would be so cool. I've seen people make them into the bird feeders since that got brought up earlier. Look how pretty their roses are. It's a stunning rose. Even though it's transfer, just think it'll stand out even like this on a gallery wall or on your table like that with the gold. That's not a chip. It's just a dip in the mold. It goes all the way around, so I think it might be part of the design. It is Royal Veil, made in England. I love the shape of the handle. It's really pretty. Pull that one up. Oh, more pre-bids. Oh my goodness, y'all. I appreciate it. We'll do this teacup. The teacup itself is 2, put it down here, 2 3/4. And the opening is 3 1/2. The saucer, we have 5.5. The start is just $1 on this beautiful piece. And like I've seen like the people make the bird feeders like this. And then you put it this way so every part has like a flower shape pointing up. Hi, Silly Rabbit. Hi, Pancake. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry if I missed calling anybody out. And that is running. Just $1 start on this beautiful set. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Whew. Getting all dusty. Okay. It's kind of sad. Yesterday, my kiddo turned 2.5. I know it's not a big deal, but like he's just changed so much. It's blowing my mind. Hi, Christie's Corner, Vintage Vixen. I love all y'all's names. I love them. All right, let's run these dipping bowls. Restaurantware dipping bowls. As we know with restaurantware, they're pretty solid. But they're really pretty too. The red is really nice on there with the pink. The contrast is very nice. They're both the same. You'll see on the back the FS Louis in Berkeley, California. So it's California restaurantware. All right, let's run those. They are 4 1/8. Just over 4, just under 4 1/4. They are running for $1 right now. All right, congratulations. That is yours, Miss Janae. Let's see. All right, the basket. Let me see where I stashed that one away. Let's see. I think it's buried in this basket over here that I have. Bear with me. I'm not sure where I stashed it. Miss Janae, let me come back to that. You think of where I put it, and we can go from there. If you're in here, if that's okay, I'll just come back to this one. Let's run this pretty spring clock. It's just right here. This will just be a $12 start. It is 10 inches tall. As you can see, this part is loose. Obviously, this battery doesn't work. As you can see, there's some like erosion in there, but it's loose enough to where if anybody's interested in this, I can go clean it up and try a battery and then let you know if it works. Otherwise, this clock piece just might have to be replaced. They're easy, pop in and out. If anything, it's just very cool decor. Go ahead and run that one. Just $12 start on this. It is metal. And it does twist around. All right, thank you for looking at that. I do have these fun, I don't even know what to call it, like garland of beads. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if it's the full 6 feet. I have not taken any off. I haven't used any of it. Hi everybody. Hey Mary. Hi Thrifty Camellia, Robin Paul, Haley Farmer, Jay Sweets. Good morning, good morning. We are just looking at this like faux pearl, crazy little garland. On the package it does say 6 feet, and I haven't used any of it. I originally got it from my booth, but it doesn't really work with what I've got in there. If I had a table, I might be able to set some out, but I don't. So we're just going to run this for 5. Not the prettiest picture, but figured I'd pull it out because I know there's a lot of crafty gals on here, so. $5 start. And it is running. $5 just for this 2-pack of, hopefully it's all there. So it'll be 6 feet plus 6 feet. All right, thank you for looking. All right, let's see what's next. After I do a couple of listed items, I'm going to pull out things that are not listed and then go move over to the shelf over there where I have like some major big items that are the $20 starts. Each big item will be $20 starts on that table over there once I go over there. So let me grab this piece real quick. Let me see. Let me get a weight on this one. Okay. So let's look at this piece. Tilt you up even more. There we go. This piece is a foot tall, 12 inches. It is running. But look at the amazing hand painting on it. Got 5 seconds left. Here's the back. Alright. Anything that I go through, I'm more than happy to run again or pull it up closer if you missed it earlier. Alright, let's move over here to the larger item table. So we have this, I believe it's alabaster lamp. It is quite heavy, so it will ship by itself, but look how pretty it is. Alabaster carved lamp. There is a call out. Let me get to this call out real quick. I think it was up here. Where'd it go? So this little like rubbing is a call out. And then I swear there was another one. Oh, yes. There it is, right under there. But is just on this side. So if you turn it, it's like there's an older one right there. So facing this way, if it's up against the wall, you are good. Like even the rubbing doesn't even look that bad. So this would be a $20 start if anybody's interested. Then we have Giganto over here. If you have kiddos who like Gigantosaurus, that's where I got that from. I just loved the colors when I saw it originally. And it was an auction and I had no idea how big it was. And it's got some decent weight to it as well. There's that one. That'll be a $20 start. Everything down here will be $20 start. The Flower Frog is $12. I'll move it over here. Let me show you this hand-painted Italian piece. You don't have to keep the flowers if you don't want to. Oh, Italian, like vineyard-looking scene, but it is made in China. Double handle. Here's the bottom. have this aloe vera dispenser. Oh, that's funny. Another one of my sherbet cups. It's in the buy it now if you're interested in these. But I did test it and it does sweat. I didn't see any like major leaking when I left it out overnight, and there was just a ring of wetness, like it just sweated with the water in it. So if anybody is interested in that, I can run that. A few little baby chips just in there, just those two, that's it. And then more aloe vera pottery. This is a pitcher with a cup. So you'll fill it up in there and it pours out the spout back there. This is a $20 start as well. Very bulbous, but very pretty with all the colors. Perfect for a spring outside table. Hi, Jolene. Welcome in. Hi, Marianne. LG. Jenny Koski, welcome in. You have quite the stack, Miss Janae. I appreciate you. There's the vase I just ran, and here's a pink opalescent Indiana glass basket. There's the handle. And it is a windmill scene in there. And it is footed. It's 3-footed. And there's the Indiana glass marking. You can barely see it right in there. That's really pretty. All right. Anybody interested in those, just let me know. I'm going to pull out some medium and small items that aren't listed as well. I have this amber and gold gilded striped pitcher with 2 little glasses. Just the bottom of those. And then the pitcher is Romanian glass. Let's see. Made in Romania. More small items? Absolutely. Let's move on to those. For $5 small starts, I have this silver overlay creamer. Or just a little pitcher. It is the grape and leaves. It's got some patina on it. Hi, homebody. We're looking at this creamer. There's no marking on the bottom. I'll just go ahead and run that one. Hi. Good almost afternoon from North Texas. Just making a listing for this beautiful silver overlay creamer. but like the design is still there. Coopster is in. There you go. Congratulations. That is yours. All right. Congratulations. That is a very pretty piece to be out on your table. Congratulations. All right. Let's do some milk glass. Pretty hobnail crimped little dish. There is the bottom. No markings that I can tell. I can't tell if that's a marking or just indentation from the mold. I don't. I've been trying to learn about that ring of fire, especially for the milk glass, but I don't see it. But up here, these ripples are kind of see-through. You can see the light through it. Let's see how wide it is. It is 6 inches at its widest and 2 inches tall. Milk glass tournament. This is just $5 start. Today we're doing small, medium, and large items. This will be a small item. They are $5 starts. And then like this would be a medium start. Okay, absolutely. And that would be 12. And then our larger starts are over here, and those are 20. And then I'll be doing some sterling silver starts today. And those are 20 as well. All right, let's run the milk glass. Hi, darling Della. Welcome in. Pretty sure. I thought I had a listing for this one. I do not. All right, let me make a listing. Sorry, I thought I had a listing for this one. Milk glass, hobnail, rippled dish, $5 start. It's gonna make me find it again. There it is. Okay, sorry y'all. I did a roundabout way to get that started. Hello everybody. Hi darling, thank you for saying hi. Coopster, Lee Love, I love it. Thank you for joining me everybody. We are running this milk glass. Miss Janae is already in. It is 6 inches wide for those who have just come in, and it is running. Beautiful hobnail milk glass dish. You got 8 seconds left. $5 starts. Coopster is in for 6. Beautiful, beautiful. And you can see kind of the see-throughness of the ripples right there. It's very pretty, very dainty. I could see it for a little soap dish, like using a pretty flower, like a dried flower soap in there. Awesome. Congratulations, Coopster. That is yours. All right. Next, we have this very cute carved resin. Twist on a little dish. Look how cute it is. It's got some lions. Very cool elephant carved in it. This is just a $5 start as well. I'm just going to go ahead and run it since we're looking at it. Antelope with the cool antlers that kind of just go into the design up there. There's the bottom. The elephant on the top of the lid. It just screws right on. All right. And this is 4.5 inches tall. Let's just get a listing. Carved resin. Twist off lidded dish. $5 start as well. What did I say? 4.5 inches tall, I believe. Hi, Cass. Welcome in. Lady Lukey. Welcome, everybody. We're going through some of the smalls, which all smalls today are 5. Medium items are 12, and large items are 20 today, with some sterling jewelry starting at 20 today as well. And this resin dish is started. It is a twist off lid. I just think that's so cool. With the darling elephant on top, like 3 or 4 different animals on the side. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's pull these little cuties. Very retro. Oh, what are those? What are those called? What are these called? I can't remember. Oh my gosh, little caravan trailers. They hook on the trucks and like they're just little houses on the go. It's not a mobile home, but some salt and pepper shakers. They are newer, but there is some crazing. RV. Yes. Yes. I don't know why that skipped my mind. Thank you, homebody. There's the bottom of this one. No chips or cracks anywhere. Oh, wait. I guess I need to show this. It is completely on the bottom, but these are just a $5 start as well. Oh, right here. Right there on the window on the back. So this would be the front. And then this one is all good. So we're going to run those for $5 as well. RV. Salt and pepper. Shakers. All right. Move these back. Hi, Lindsay. Welcome in. We are running these salt and pepper shakers, and they are 3.5 by 2 inches. Go ahead and run those. Little RV truck hookup homes. What is everybody up to today? Are we at work, just hanging out, getting stuff done while hanging out? Hi, H Page. Welcome in. Thank you for looking at those. All right, so I have this fused glass little dish. is like crackled fused glass in there. It's the blue, green, and white with the blue glaze. Little, what's this called? The stoneware little piece. This is a $5 start as well. And it is 3.5 inches wide. Go ahead and pull that up. And tilt you down so you can see it. There we go. Hi, Susan. Good afternoon. We are running this fused glass dish. Hi. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Victory. This little dish is running for $5. All right. Thank you for looking at that. And I have this little resin, carved resin vase. It's the bottom. Dragons, I think, is what I would call these guys. Hi, Elizabeth. Good morning, good morning. We are just hanging out looking at smalls right now. Then we'll move up to medium size items. Smalls are $5. Mediums are $12 starts. The large items today are $20. All right. Hi. And that is running. It is 3.5 inches tall. It is resin. It is carved with like these dragons on it. Pretty cool. Kind of our last small that I have just right here is this fabulous, like, I can't tell if it's cut because it's like, it is sharp. It might be cut. I'm going to say glass. I'm not sure that it's crystal. But I picked it up today and I did see this chip on the back. So we are just, since we're now halfway through the show, I'm going to run this one for $1. It can sit like this, but it does slide around, or it does fit in there. So this part might be an ashtray now that I see it. So you flip it over from the dish, it's an ashtray. So I'm guessing you put the ashes in there, now that I think about it. Hi, Mimi. That is my mom's grandma, her grandma name. She is a Mimi of 3 right now. My husband and I are actually moving at the moment. We're waiting on the appraisal of our new house. It's 2.5 by 5. And then we'll sell ours after that. But then we had also talked about having another kid. So maybe Mimi of 4 by next year. So yeah. Do you have granddaughters or grandsons? Or both? Miss Mimi. While I make this listing, you have granddaughters or grandsons? My kiddo is 2.5, and his cousins are both 3. They're both born in the same year, one in March, one in June. So that was a really fun year. You adjust the weight on this because it is decent weight. I think I can still do combined shipping with this because it's not too big. Oh, you got both. How fun. Oh, teenagers. Oh no. How is that going? Hi Jane. Good afternoon. Hi So, Kennedy, Silver Show Studio. Hi everybody. Thank you for coming in and sitting with me. Or standing, whatever you're doing. We were just looking at this piece. And I just realized what it is. At least I think I did. It's an ashtray with these two pieces right here. You set the cigarettes, or maybe since it's bigger, like a cigar maybe. And then it goes in here. But then this piece is where you keep the ashes. Cuckoo. I mean, teenager emotions everywhere. I remember it was interesting times, I will say. But the call out is right here. It is a decent chunk. As you can see. Hi, Thrifty Joe. So that's why, since we are halfway or just an hour in, we'll see how long we go. We're gonna run this for $1 for everybody who just came in too. Yeah. Was it 12? Trying to think when middle school, high school starts. Is it 13 or 14? This one is running. Just doing this for $1. It's 5 inches by 2 inches by 3 1/4. 8th grade was fun. It was 9th grade that was scary. All right. Thank you for looking at that one. All right. 10th grade. Oh, I think that's how it was for my husband. Is it more country where she lives? I know my husband was right around here. Yeah. I know they make, like, it's not elementary school, but it's called like primary school, then intermediate, and then middle school, I think is how it goes. So it's like kindergarten to 4th grade. Yeah. Then 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. No, that's not right. I don't know. I don't even know. But yeah, it was way different than what I was used to. Where it was kindergarten to 5th grade was elementary school, 6th to 8th was middle school, and then you had 9th grade. Junior high. Yes, that's what they call it too. Junior high. Intermediate, then junior high. For those like couple to 2 years between elementary school. No. Junior high and high school. Hi, PSW. Welcome in. Okay. So let's look at this black clay. What grade in middle school is he in? 7th. Trying to think of 7th. I think 7th grade was when I was more emotional, and then 8th grade I finally found some good friends, and that was my more fun year for sure. All right, let's look at this black clay creamer and sugar. Is it open sugar? There's no lid. They're not marked, but they do have a really fun, like, faint design. Hi, mini collector. Perfect timing. I think, pretty sure for boys, it's high school for when they can start like getting serious about sports or like find their own little friends of group, like group friends. Hi, welcome in. Got this little set, little cream and sugar set. This would be a medium item, so it will start at 12. I'll have to find some more mini pieces to show you. Change the weight on that. I think I'm going to just start doing. Hi, Tiffany's Treasures. Hello. Okay, so real quick, they are pulled up, moved to stage 3.5 by 3.25, 2.25, and 2.25. So these are going to run for 12. I love the like subtle design on them, like peacock feathers. Welcome back, Elizabeth. They are moved to stage and they are running. Black clay, creamer and sugar. What were they? 3.25 inches tall. All right, thank you for looking. I do have some sterling jewelry to also show if anybody's interested in like switching gears and moving to that. Since I have it right here, let me just pull it out. I know it's past season, but even though it's in the shape of a tree, like Christmas tree. Hi, T-Church. Welcome in. Welcome back, homebody. Welcome, welcome. Even though it's in a shape of Christmas tree, it's still just a tree, and it would still look nice displayed out even through spring, just because of the colors and the rose itself. I think I have a listing for this. Let me pull that up. And I think to save time, after, like if I have something I haven't ran before, I'm just going to run it simple, medium, small. Okay. Hi, DFab. Ooh, now I got to find some glass for you. Okay, let's run the tree. It is 8.5 inches tall. It's just pretty hand painted all the way around. Just the bottom. Hi, Claudia. Welcome in. Thank you, everybody who's come in and hung out. Let me see. Hi, Miss Claudia. Thanks for saying hi. Let me, since it's just right here staring at me, let me run the flower frog. It is a $12 start. It is 5 inches wide. I know marbles are popular right now, so excellent marble holder, especially for the little ones. You'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 holding right here. And that is running. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hi, Kat. We're running this flower frog / marble holder. No chips or cracks or anything. Thank you, thank you. We're doing some what I consider medium runs right now, and today medium runs are going for 12, large are going for 20, and the smalls are going for 5. I've got 3 pieces up here I want to run real quick, and then we'll move back to smalls. I have some paperweights I can pull out and some carved stone animals. Let me pull this listing up. I guess I consider this a small, so it's fine. There's the bottom. Hi, Janice. Welcome in. I thought this had a marking, but I guess not. It's just a fun shape, like freeform. The glaze is what caught my eye. And like the lines, like the bare lines, and then these are glazed over. It is 4 1/4 inches tall. Little bud vase, 1.5 inch opening. And that is running. Just look at the glaze. The maroons and the tans with like slight gray blues in there. All right, thank you for looking. This next piece, let me pull it up, is raku. This will be a medium piece just because it's so fabulous. So it'll be a $12 start. But look at how cool he is. The detailing is just so amazing. Snake with the tongue. And then he wraps around with his little rattle tail down here. And then the raku glazing is just, I love it. It is marked Nicolay or Nicole. But look at the inside. The beautiful rose. I'm definitely a flower girl. I love my roses. I love magnolias, daisies, tulips, all of them. All right. And then this is like just like a freeform bowl. It is 5 3/8 according to this measuring tape by 2 3/4 tall. And that is running. Just look at that flower. If I've already run anything that you're interested in, take a look at the bin. More than happy to pull anything back out and relook at it. Thank you. And then oh, I forgot this made music. Here is a butterfly musical trinket box. See, it works. It's got a good hinge on it, not loose or anything. There's no markings on the bottom. You tried a bit on the raku, Miss Jolene? Oh, okay. I'll rerun it. No worries. I'll pull it back up. Let me make a new listing. Medium item. And start doing this so I can just duplicate and save some time. I know people don't like to wait for me to make a listing, I noticed. I mean, I do. I don't. I'll keep everything combined shipping. Depending on how many items you have, I might have to unbundle some things. Like Miss Janae, if you're still in here, I'll message you and see what you're comfortable with unbundling, because I really don't want, even though they're small pieces, anything to get broken or like it to be a massive shipping amount. So we'll make it work. There you are. I was just saying, Miss Janae, with shipping, I'm moving to like duplicate listings instead of making each individual listing. So if you start stacking up on items, I might message you and unbundle some things. And so we'll make it work. I'll message you. So right now we're going to run this butterfly musical trinket dish. It's running for 12. Miss Jolene, there you go. I see it's working for you, so I'll re-pull up that raku. It is 6 inches by 3.5. And that is yours by 2.5. Congratulations. It is very pretty. It'll sing for the post office. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let me re-pull up that raku. It is another really pretty piece. And there we go. It is running for you, Miss Jolene. There you go. Yay, it worked. Hope you're not against snakes. I don't know if you saw that part, but I love this. Whether you like snakes or not, that's just very well. I don't know. I've had that app happen too. Like it's just like a glitch, like in the back end. All right, Miss Jolene, that is yours. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. I think there was one more medium piece. Yeah, here she is. Mother-daughter, mother-granddaughter, Miss Mimi. If you want to say that, let's pull her up. Thought I had a listing for her. Let me see. There. I said I was typing in mother, but I listed it as mom. Okay. So they are Paul Sebastian porcelain and 7 inches tall. Like the Yadro style, but I love like the faint blue and white. I like flowers, but I also love my blue and white pottery. Paul Sebastian, 1990. Just my husband's year, not my year, but the little flower detailing on her is gorgeous. Toes are there. Focus. Toes are there. Fingers are there for both of them. No damage. Just beautiful. Like even like they didn't even probably have to, and it would still been fine. Do the hand. Look at her flowers. Again, more flowers. All right. Hi, Natty. Welcome in. And she is running. $12 start on these ladies. 7 inches tall. Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. The conversation has been great today. I appreciate it. I'm not the greatest conversationalist, but if you start a topic, I can continue it. Okay. Let me pull out some of those smalls. Do some more smalls. I think that one is a small. Got some mugs we can run. Easter mug. Okay. Okay. I have a listing for these mugs, so I'll just pull those up. Bunny mug. This will just be a $5 start. It is to stage. We used to own a brewery here in North Texas, me and my husband. We opened in September 2019. How unfortunate is that? I know, right? We did brave through COVID, came out the other side, but just wasn't feeling it anymore. And then I got pregnant, and so that kind of pushed us to sell it. Get rid of it, I should say. This is on the smaller side. I should say daintier kind of cup of coffee. 3 1/4 for the opening. 3 1/4 tall. I'm not sure the ounces on this. But let's run it. Little Easter mug for Easter coming up in a couple months. Gilding around the rim. Thank you, thank you. I know I have a listing for these. That's why I pulled these down. So here's the open sugar, and the creamer. Look how cute. Just the tiniest of flea bite right here. Not marked. Hi. There's the set right here. Nice little detail with the swirl right there. And these are running. Just mini creamer and sugars. Mini collector if you're in here still. These would be for you. I should have pulled these down earlier. The gilding and the iridescence is beautiful. All right, thank you for looking at that. Okay. All right, let's run some paperweights. This will just be a small. This reminds me of the ocean. So like with the bubbles, like an underwater volcano with like the steam coming out with the bubbles on the ocean floor. And then like just the little bubbles inside of it. There's the bottom. Hi, Janice. Welcome back. This paperweight is 2 inches tall, 2 1/4 with the dome part. Hi, Granny Blue Bar. We're gonna run this paperweight. 2 1/4 inches tall. Just looks like the ocean floor, like a volcano. Those bubbles coming up under it. $5 start on this guy. Thank you for looking. Then I have this. Now this would look like a volcano or a firework. Love this one. The bubble, there's the bottom. Let me measure that one. 2.5, just a little bit bigger. And let's run it. This is starting for 5. These would be where they put in the colors. Look how cool. Firework, flower, whatever your heart desires. Thank you for looking at that one. Next we have this cute little egg. Yellow egg, also perfect for Easter. And it is 2 3/4 tall. The bottom on that one is running. Thank you, Janice, for your bid. Janice is in at 5. Cute little yellow and white colored egg paperweight. All right, Janice, that is yours. Thank you, thank you. Since it's right here, I'm gonna run this mug. Is Ray Dunn, dog person. Speaking of, my little mini Aussie is sitting right next to me, little Toby, just hanging out with me. He's old man. He's 9 years old. He'll be 10 in June. It's 4 1/4 inches wide, 3 1/4 tall. Now this is a coffee mug. Oh yeah, absolutely. You can get a good size cup of coffee in here. Yeah, my hand, there's room with my hand in it. Let me run this mug and I'll pull those paperweights back up for you. All right. Ray Dunn. Oop, here's the bottom. Oh no, it's not. Just kidding. Ray Dunn Copycat. World Traveler. Is that 2020? All right. Thank you, thank you. If anybody's interested in Koizune, I have 3 vases up there, but I also just found some Koizune pendants. I know it's not sterling, but these would be a $10 start. And I have 3 of these. If you have like a chain bracelet, that'd be really cool to have 3 of these pendants on there. And they're all different. Oh, this one's like a cherry blossom tree. So there's these, since I thought about it. They're sitting right here. Okay. There is the 2 paperweights. Miss Janice knows, just let me know. I do have other ones. blue and yellow heart. The cloisonne pendant. Blue and yellow heart. Oh, yes. Thank you. I was in a jazzy mood today. So here's the blue one, and it's got like specks of green, like it's like ocean floor. Yes, on the pendant. Okay. And then if you have an iPhone, you can swipe, like move your finger across your screen to the right, and it'll get the chat out of the way. Did you need me to rerun these at all, Miss Janice, or are you more interested in the hearts? Okay, each one would be fine. I mean, I'll run it and you can pick. It'll be a choice. Oh, okay. I'll hold them up higher for you. Oh, so run them together. Oh, okay. Sorry. So here is the like fireworks sunburst one, and it is running. It's got some of the like little bubbles in there, and then the freeform bubble in there. Hi, Pam K. That's unfortunate on Android you can't get the chat out of the way, because just last night I was watching, thank you, and trying to see something they were showing, but I couldn't see it past the chat, and I was like, oh yeah, I can get that out of the way because I am on iPhone. So I'll start holding things up higher for you. And then duplicate and run. Here's the blue ocean floor. Is running for 5. Thank you. Congratulations. Those are yours. You are very welcome. I have a blue globe paperweight. I believe that one is set at 20. I have other Bollicante paperweights in the store if you want to look and see if you're interested in just showing those. Let's do this vase. Hi, House of Knights. Welcome in. Oh, heart pendant. You're right. Thank you for redirecting. So I have 3, and they'll be $10. $10 each. Are you still interested? So this is more like a white and yellow. It's fine. Yellow and blue. This one? Sorry, with the yellow. This one. Okay. I'm going to make a listing for this one. I apologize. Since I have multiples. I don't want to get mixed up. We changed the weight too on this. I apologize, y'all. Hang in there with me. Okay. Cloisonne hearts. Pendant. I appreciate you guys. I know sometimes it's a drag to wait for the show to continue as we put in the listing. There you go, Miss Janice. That is yours. Let me get a bag so I don't lose this. A jewelry bag. Okay. So as I was going through my jewelry, I found this thimble, and it is sterling. It's got quite a bit of patina on it. I can try to clean it. Oh no, yeah, stay with us. Don't get booted out of here. I was looking through my jewelry and I noticed this thimble, and it does have a marking on the inside, but it's not marked sterling, so I tested it anyway, and it is sterling. So here is the thimble. Very nicely and daintily decorated. And then you can see that little marking on the inside. That's the only marking I see, but it is tested. It is sterling. So if anybody's interested in that, just let me know. It'll be a $20 start. But it's tested, not marked sterling, but it does have that marking on the inside right there. Okay, so more smalls. Hi, Emily. Welcome in. I have this cute little, would this be alabaster owl? Carved alabaster owl. And then I'll run these for $5, but I have 3 different ones. So we can do choice on that. And then this is like a lion, dragon, whatever your heart desires it to be. His little green eyes. And then cute little pale white or light brown tan dragonfly with his yellow eyes. Hi, Mom Cat. So we're going to do choice on these. It'll just be $5. Okay, let's start it. Your choice of one of these for $5. Either the dragonfly, kind of dragon, lion, snapping turtle, or the owl. Or I can run all of them for $10 if anybody's interested. Let's do this vase. This is a small as well, be a $5 start. I like the matte with the glaze, the glossy glaze all the way around, and the relief like design on there, flowers. Again, more flowers. It's my thing. And then with flowers comes butterflies. Like I said in one of my other shows that I think I would have been just fine for the bug train just on butterflies and dragonflies. Because of all the flowers I get, there's usually a bug component to it. Hi, Dee Dee. Welcome in. So this vase, I couldn't get a maker on it, but it is 4 3/4 tall. It is running. But I just love the little daisy pinwheels, whatever you want to call it, relief on there. Like the moss green glaze and the brown. Thank you for looking. medium, I'm going to start doing things that aren't in the store so I can get them out into the world. This is a beautifully glazed covered dish. I thought it might be Bill Campbell when I first saw it. I mean, even if it isn't, it's stunning. Just a little dusty. But it is not. There's the inside of just of the lid. They even glazed the inside of the lid. And then look how cool it just like the inside is. And the handles is double handled and footed. But it is the most faint signature under there. Hi April, welcome in. We're looking at this blue glazed covered dish. Here's all the way around. The inside does have feet. And then there's the lid. This is a medium item, so it'll be a $12 start. Oh. Hi Sasha. Good afternoon, good afternoon. All right. Let me measure this. Handle to handle, it is 6.5. And it is 3.5 inches tall with the lid, like to the handle. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me and saying hi. We are running this covered dish. Look how stunning. It's just running for $12. Today we're doing small, medium, and large items. Smalls are $5 starts. Mediums like this are $12 starts. And our large and even extra large items are $20 today. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Let me run these fun glasses. I believe these are Libby. Yes. Oh, absolutely. I love offers. I love looking at offers. If you see anything in there you want to make an offer on, do it. And I'll let you know ASAP. These are Libby. There's the marking on the bottom. They are beautiful glasses. Again, more flowers and leaves. There's 4 of them. It is a faint, like mauve, like pale pink color. There's barely any fading. The most fading on these is on the rim with the gilding up there. But these aren't faded. They're just like pale and opal. What's the word, like where you can barely see through it? It's not clear, but it's opaque. I think that's the word I'm trying to think of. These are like juice glasses, so like skinnier. Opening is 2 3/4, and they are 5.5. There's 4 of them. These would be a $12 start as well. Welcome back, Coopster. We'll run that one. Again, these are 5.5 inches tall little Libby juice glasses. with like the pale pink and gold design on it. Thank you for looking at those. Let me go ahead and pan these shelves real quick. That way you can see some of the larger items. Okay. Beautiful lamp, massive, very colorful vase, apothecary, clear glass apothecary jar. It is like what I would think an Italian scene would look like, but it is made in China. A couple Talavera items, water dispenser, and then like a water pitcher jug, and then a hand-painted, beautiful gilded vase. And then here's the large items up here. There's a crystalline vase, and all these large items are $20 starts. These are medium items, so they're both 12. This one does have damage. It's on the butterfly, so this is just a $5 start for this picture, the Fitz and Floyd. And then Capodimonte, old man sitting on the bench. I'm going to set you back down. I need some more coffee, so let me go grab some of that and let you look at this vase. Let me know if anybody's interested in this one. It's got some iridescence. And then if nobody's interested in any of the large items and there's no other pre-bids, we'll switch gears to some sterling. So I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. Hopefully I didn't lose too many of you with that. I needed more coffee. There we go. Okay. Actually, let me just pan through all my shelves that I have out. See if you see anything you like. I think majority of this should be in the shop. If you want to throw in a pre-bid so I can know where to go from here. Got some Italian pottery, some cloisonne, some German pottery, Kanawa glass, These mugs are Argyle pottery. They're like a local potter here in North Texas. I appreciate you understanding that coffee need. All right, here is some more glass, some like Bohemian glass, and this is a Kanawha double spouted pitcher. Some studio pottery. This is a Peruvian clay vase. I'm gonna pull this out so I can open it and show you guys. I think these are the napkin holders that are in the shop right now. I'll pull those out. Hi, Blues baby. We're just panning the shelf right now. Trying to get you all the angles. Hi, hi. Good afternoon. Thanks for saying hi. We are doing $5 small starts, $12 medium starts, and $20 large starts. And these larges up here are $20 starts. That red vase would be a medium, so that's a 12, as well as the planter and the West Germany pitcher right there, 12. And then this is broken, as you can see on the butterfly, and that's a $5 start. All right. Bring it back down. There's a Sin Stricker plate back there, and that's Gouda Holland plate back there. All right, and then this is a $12 start if anybody's interested. Got some Nippon over there, some Tutti Frutti glass. And then these are the napkin ring holders. This is a $5 start on these if anybody's interested. Let me show that. My dog keeps staring at me. Let me let him outside before we switch gears to jewelry. Okay, I'm coming. Oh, I hope I didn't lose people. Okay. Let me do this one more small right here for these napkin holders. They're new old stock. Never been used. This one does have its packaging still. I just took it out to show you. Again, more flowers. It's my thing. It's definitely my thing. Hi, Stitch. All right. These are made in Hong Kong. Really pretty silver and gold tone napkin holders. Those would be another small. I think I have a listing for those though. Yep. These are running. There's a set of 4. New old stock, made in Hong Kong napkin holders. Napkin rings. All right, thank you. Okay, let's switch to some sterling. Some of these I do have already set up for an auction. Some of them are outside that $20 start, and so they are set as buy it now. But for the most part, sterling $20 starts, and everything is tested. Everything tests positive sterling. Wood Owl, of course, he's just sitting right here. He does have a call out, but it is in the very back. He does have his beak and his toes. Here he is. Look how cute. His profile. And then is back here. I don't know what happened. I found him like this, but I couldn't leave him behind because he's just so fabulous. Just the cracking. Since I have him out, let me go ahead and run him. He is 6 inches tall from the bottom to the tip of his ear. Here's the bottom. So like wood, like hand carved, beautiful piece. He is running. $5 start. He is running now. 10 seconds. Just this one call out back here. Sit him on a shelf. You would never know. All right. Thank you for looking. Let me back you up so you can see all the lovely jewelry. Pivot angle. There we go. Okay. Oh, of course. He's too cute to not show when requested. Okay. Let me set up a listing for sterling. Okay. Does anybody see anything that they just have to see up close? Just let me know. Okay. Sorry for that distraction. Now I need water. Okay. So this is my stunner piece. It is gold plated, but it is sterling underneath. It's Harry Ice Skin. He's a name brand artist, typically does sterling, and it is marked sterling right here with his mark. And it is just a glass stone, but it's the most beautiful purple stone. This is a $20 start on this beautiful piece. Again, flowers. Let's go ahead and run this one. It is a pendant, and it was set to be a brooch, but it only works as a pendant now. I think that was added actually. 2 3/4. So there's that one, Hairy Ice Skin. Here we have the sterling thimble with quite a bit of patina, but I can clean it a little bit if you like. There's the marking on the inside. It is not marked sterling, it is tested sterling. So there's that. These are just cloisonne. I just found them when I was looking for my sterling necklace. These are not sterling, but I wanted to leave them out just in case. It's a beautiful arrowhead with like, looks purplish stone in there. It is not marked, but it is tested sterling. If anybody likes that. Let me make sure the chain is sterling. Yeah. Sterling chain as well. And if we're not feeling the jewelry, you want to go back to Decor. I have plenty more to pull out that's not in the bin. So we can go from there. Just let me know. I have these beautiful, they're gold tone, but they are sterling. Again, they are tested. But the glass stones in there are cut so nicely. There we go. And they are marked on the very, very back here. And I did test them. They are tested sterling. Got the vermeil. The vermeil, that's the word I was looking for. Gold coloring to it. This is like a wavy sterling ring. It is a smaller one. It is right at a 5. I've been researching shrimp rings because I saw a video and someone was so excited to have found it at a pawn shop. I was like, what is that? I don't know if this is a shrimp ring. This makes me think it is. But I'm not 100%. But it is sterling. And it is marked on the inside right in there and tested. So there's that one. I do have these Southwestern sterling dangle earrings. Hi Margine, welcome in. We're doing some jewelry. Go ahead and run these. I think I've had some likes on these, so we'll just see how it goes. Again, these Southwestern, these are marked and tested. Here's your 925. They do test sterling. All right, thank you for looking. So these are 925, and they are tested. They are sterling, and it does have the maker's mark right here. It's like the copyright or OS, I think is what that marking is. But here's the front, and here's the pair. Hi, Linda. We're looking at sterling, and if don't get any bites, we're gonna pull out one or two more hidden gems that I have around the room and call it a day. If anybody's interested in these, I'll go ahead and run them. Deal a day, welcome in. Looking at some sterling. These are everything I have as 925 or not marked. Everything is tested. It is tested sterling. All right. Show these pierced sterling earrings. It is LCI is the marking. Hi, Cal Lady. Welcome in. We're looking at some sterling. LCI, China, 925, and then another like hallmark right here. And these are tested sterling as well. Kind of like a basket weave hoop, half hoop. We'll run these. And they are running. Pierced ear, kind of curved LCI, and another marking. Okay, let me scoot this out of the way. Oh shoot, I need to find that basket. Maybe right back and see if I can find this pre-bid. And I'll be right back. Let me look for that basket pre-bid, y'all, and I'll pull a couple more items out that are hidden away, and we'll go from there. I do have a Hager planter. It's yellow and like brown, if anybody's interested in that. Yes. Okay. It's buried underneath some things. Let me grab it, y'all, real quick. I do have some dollhouse pieces, also wooden dollhouse pieces. If anybody's interested in those. Ooh. It sounded bad, but everything's fine. It's all good. Okay. So here's this like handmade like chips of wood basket. Kind of mid-century. And then I'll tilt you up so you can see it a little bit better. Okay. Here's that. Here's the bottom. There's no markings. Like you can see kind of some glue spots to where it's like just a handmade piece. Real quick, it is like 11 inches tall. We're gonna run it. It's running for 5. Miss Janae is in for 5. Very cute. I had my bananas as like a fruit basket for my dining table. All right, there you go, Miss Janae. Okay, welcome back, Emily. Got a couple more things to pull out. Okay. We've got these beautiful USA pottery lava glaze. I think it's lava glaze. Candle holders. There's a pair of them. Super mid-century, like the browns and the orange. And then 727 USA. It's a pair. These are a large item. Actually, we'll do them for 12. We'll do these for 12. It'll be a medium item. And these candle holders are running. There's a set of 2. They're running for 12. USA Pottery, Treasure Craft and Style, but I couldn't tag them to Treasure Craft specifically. Thank you for looking at those. All right. I have some more Libby glasses, and I have 4 of these. I just pulled out the one, but there's a set of 4. It's the daisy pattern. They're 5 inches tall and 3¼ inches wide on the mouth. These are a $12 start as well, and they are all like the amber, yellowy amber color. Set of 4, and these are running. It's the Libby marking. All right, thank you for looking. I am going to have to log off unless you see anything on the table that you'd like me to run real quick. I do have 8 more glasses of this. The sherbet glasses would be fun for spring, summer. Little display of the sherbet glasses for a party, ice cream party. There's some sterling. I'll do a run over this. All of this is sterling. All of this is tested. Oh, yes. This is not marked that I could find, except for on the clasp, the 925. It is short. It needs an extension right here. It is missing, but it is tested sterling, the whole piece. And right now, with the clasp, it is 6 1/4 inches long. So it is short at its current state. It just needs an extender if you're interested in that. I don't have one on hand, or else I would add it on there myself. Just let me know if you want me to run it. You're welcome. All right. If there's anything else you see in the bin or on the table that you're interested, just let me know. Otherwise, we're going to head out and see who we can raid into. Any other requests? I appreciate everybody and their bids. You have no idea how much that means to me to clear some things out before we move. This is going to be quite a task. I'll have another show probably Tuesday because daycare is closed on Monday. So if you have any items that you want me to hold to not ship this weekend so you can wait for the Tuesday show, I'll be showing more items that I haven't shown today. So just let me know. All right, let's head out of here. Let's see who we can raid into. Let's go to Miss Brindy. Yeah, let's go for it. Miss Brindy Kimball. Here we go.